Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And tonight, we'll see the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at Minnesota. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, New Orleans. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And I think for New Orleans, they're playing for pride here. No shot to make the play-in tournament. Starting to gear up for next season.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got DeJounte Murray. Sadiq Bey is out there with Williamson. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Matkovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Here we go. Naz Reid out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
Now here's Murray. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Edwards against Hawkins. Gobert with a screen on Hawkins. Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Pass to Matkovic. Williamson in the post. Guarded by Reid. Williamson with the bucket.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
McDaniels outside. Lots of room. And good that time.
McDaniel saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Williamson kicks to Bey. DiVincenzo against Murray. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. To the middle. And stolen by Williamson. And here we go. And the dunk by Williamson.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Now the Timberwolves with it, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to the Celtics. An NBA champion with the Bucks. Clark, what do you think about Dante DiVincenzo?
Boy, the guy's a winner. I mean, I think about his spectacular performance in the championship game back in 2018. And then he plays hard all the time. I mean, he's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And his defense and three-point shooting bring great value to his team.
And here's Gobert. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Over Hawkins. Edwards with another miss.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Here's Williamson driving the lane.
The combination of quickness and size for Williamson is downright scary. Zion is a handful on the bounce with any kind of momentum.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. DiVincenzo against Murray. And stolen by Williamson. Pass to Matkovic. Back to Williamson. Murray outside. Here's Matkovic. 6 on the shot clock. Such a wide open look.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Murray against Edwards. McDaniels right side. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. New Orleans leading by 6. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. In terms of his team's scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, "I don't think there's a stronger guy in our league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane." Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. And here's Edwards from the arc. Matkovic with the rebound.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Back to Bay. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Williamson kicks to Hawkins. Pass to Bay. From downtown. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark, with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
We can check out the story for Naz Reid.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
DiVincenzo against Murray. Cuts off the pass. Shot's good by Matkovic. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reid. He was just waiting for that pass.
Murray with it. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. It's good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now, here's Reid. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average of nearly 16 points a game.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Williamson looking it over to the wing right side. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Matkovic. Reid with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Gobert can't hit.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Really seizing the momentum momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Shannon's checked in, and Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. That free throw good from Williamson.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
Here's Edwards. No good that time. Murray with the defensive effort.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
New Orleans moving it around. That's to Williamson. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
Crosses over. And it's Murray scoring on a gorgeous play. Murray's got 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Reed. No good again that time.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Conley. No scoring in this one. Here's Reed. Up and in on the layup.
I tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reed just had the strength to overpower him.
Reed against Williamson. Now Murray. 5 points in the game. Fires from the line. Not going to go that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for New Orleans. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Eve Nisi. Jones is out there with Jose Alvarado. And it's Springer in at the 2. Good on the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Jones. Back to Alvarado. Now here's Jones. Hits the three-point bomb. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Ingles passes to Shannon. Outside Conley. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
You make a 3 on Conley, he's looking for payback. He's got great competitive spirit.
So coming close to 40 years of age, Mike Conley's production has slowed down. But Clark, he is still so valuable in so many ways.
And his value comes in his production, but maybe more so in the intangibles, which are really hard to measure, but they're palpable. You feel them. They make a difference. They have an impact on the team and individual young players. I mean, he's one of the best teammates and leaders in the NBA. Always plays it within himself, has great perspective and wisdom. He's just a joy to be around and a very, very good teammate and leader.
Here's Alvarado. following the three by Minnesota. And Jones now atop the key. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got his third basket of the night right there.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Changing it up here. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Timberwolves second.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Miller, the pass to Edwards. Conley kicks to DiVincenzo. McDaniels gets a wide open look. No good with the wing jumper. Pelicans leading by 16. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the basket by Alvarado. Alvarado's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Conley feeling it out to the paint. There's the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Six to shoot. Pass to Misi. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Fellow Buckeye Mike Conley, one of the outstanding point guards in the league. His defensive prowess, superb. He's not afraid to go after steals, and he usually gets his share.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Back to you guys.
Locking in. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And McDaniels with the block.
McDaniels is perhaps the best wing defender in the league, guys, showing us why right there.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you've got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Now, here's McDaniel. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. McDaniels right side. Down low. Here's Miller. McDaniels trying to break free. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Bounce pass from Bay. Misi finds Williamson. Here's Alvarado. And again, no good by New Orleans. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down by 15. For the three, a nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got his second bucket tonight.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for Miller, and it's Naz Reid in for Mike Conley. New Orleans also making some changes. Matkovic is checked in, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Jose Alvarado. Here's Murray. 14 points from him the last game against the Celtics in Boston. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Edwards. 20 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Hawkins passes to Williamson. Pass to Matkovic. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. Now defended by Williamson. Back to Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Here's Matkovic. Williamson outside. On the wing, Murray. Defended by DiVincenzo. Murray, good. Murray's got 7 points.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Timberwolves.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. From past the arc, and the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from DiVincenzo. New Orleans gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Well, year after year, Clark, we continue to see Anthony Edwards increase his scoring.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his efficiency has gone up as well, Kevin. That's a nice combination. Scoring going up and efficiency improving, and that's a problem for sure for the rest of the league.
Hey, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Edwards. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up with the New Orleans Pelicans. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Here's DiVincenzo. Zion Williamson making his last shot. There's McDaniels. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. McDaniels got his third bucket of the night.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And Williamson gets it to go.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Edwards with the screen for DiVincenzo. Oh, Edwards!
Edwards is a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
Pelicans leading by 4. Pass to Matkovic. And here is Bay. They set the pick. And they recover it.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Reed with a screen on Murray. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Williamson outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Chris Finch. And, Coach, any adjustments that you'd like to see on the offensive end?
Yeah, I mean, ideally we'd like to get some movement and get into a bunch of random pick and rolls, and then we feel like keep the defense a little bit off balance, but been a little sluggish so far tonight.
Got to put the defense back on its toes. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Playing for one another. The phrase gets overused, but tonight it's right.
Hey, we should try a harmony.
Let's do it.
Playing for
one another. The phrase gets overused. Kenny, get on beat.
But tonight, it's right.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
A look here now at Minnesota. Last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Here's DiVincenzo, the wingman, Edwards, and McDaniel. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Oh, here's Edwards. 6-point game. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. Clock is at 3. Here's the 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
With the drive, here's Matkovic.
The basketball mind Williamson has is special. Just knows how to break the D down in that pick and roll.
Outside Edwards. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. This one for three. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Timberwolves trail by 5. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. And stolen by Williamson. Floats it up for Williamson. You can't get that one. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
He's off on the second.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Here's Reed, and that one's on target from the wing. Reed's got 7.
Naz Reid is a very good shooting big.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
Here's Matkovic. He's got 10. Murray kicks to Williamson. Pass to Bay. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 5. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Picked by Reed. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. You look forward to working with someone like that. Kevin?
Hasm bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Down on the court is your action back out squad. Get down and let it hit. Second field. Down on the court is your action back out squad. Get down and let it hit.
Take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for DeJounte Murray.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Reed finds McDaniel. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edwards got a pair of threes now here in the third for Minnesota. Williamson, the pass to Bay. It's stolen by Gobert. And they're moving it up. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And slam dunk by Gobert.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Now here's Bay, still without a basket. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Williamson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
They know when to push the action and when to pull it back.
And talking again about their fast break offense, that's a big part of what they do. They like to catch teams off guard, not giving the opposing defense a chance to get set. And here is Murray. 7 points in the game. Five on the clock. Shoots. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 5. Reed with a screen on Hawkins. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. And a change for the Pelicans. Jones checked in for Zion Williamson.
And with the moment here, let's check out the numbers for McDaniels. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's around 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Now, here's McDaniel. 8 points for him. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed misses. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. To the left side wing. Bay against Reed. Bay passes to Jones. Back to Bay. Shoots over Reed. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside, Reed. Shoots over Bay. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Bay. Still yet to score. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Going up strong through the contact. Bay getting it done.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. Matkovic with the rebound. Matkovic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Murray with the bounce pass. Shot's good by Matkovic. Matkovic has got 13.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
McDaniels outside. Reed kicks to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
1:53 left in the third. DiVincenzo against Hawkins. Murray outside. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch. Shannon's checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Misi's checked in. .141 left here in the third quarter. It's tipped. Inside. The shot's good from DiVincenzo. He's got 7. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnover tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Pelicans trailed by 4. Murray kicks to Jones. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Murray. And that one, good. Murray's got 9 points.
You know, even against tight defense, Murray has a number of ways he can score inside. He's not the strongest guy there, but he's flexible and creative.
Here's Shannon, defended by Jones. Reed with the screen on Jones. A tray. No good on that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves lead by 2. From Target Center, back in a moment. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Fears on the perimeter along with Jones. Eve Messi is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard. Jones with the bounce pass. Here's Fears. Second chance shot, and the shot goes in. Messi's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And so here is New Orleans following the bucket by the Timberwolves. There's the pick. To the inside. Messi, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
For young Jeremiah Fears, passing will be his meal card in the NBA. He already makes really good decisions.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Bellinger, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here's Fears. Pass to Alvarado. Here's Jones. And Bellinger pulls it down. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Now Ingles. Here's Shannon. Defended by Jones. To the middle. Here's Conley. Lays it up off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Checked in for Minnesota. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Matkovich is checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Matkovich. Jones with the bounce pass, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Pass to Ingles. Edwards against Jones. Edwards inside. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight. Pelicans trail by 4. Outside, Jones. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. A shot by Macy, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
New Orleans has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Williamson, the pass to Jones. Stolen by Michael Conley. They break it out, 5 on 3. Pass to Gobert. Over Messi. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. New Orleans gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Conley, the pass to Shannon. Conley against Jones. Conley with it. Just 5 to shoot. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it's in there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. For New Orleans, Bays checked in for Eve Messi. Hawkins comes in for Herbert Jones. And Murray subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Minnesota leading by 4. Outside Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Reed. Good on the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Murray, here's Hawkins. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. Left side, Reed. Outside, Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Over Hawkins. Edwards, no good. Pelicans trail by 4. Bay passes to Murray. Goes up on the wing. That misses off the backboard. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's McDaniels. And another 3 for Minnesota.
This is where McDaniels has put in a lot of work, catching and shooting with confidence.
Now Williamson. And he drives in. It counts. And the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And that one misses. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. To the paint. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by McDaniel. McDaniel's got his fourth assist in this one. Pelicans trail by 7. Pass to Matkovic. Now here's Murray. Defended by DiVincenzo. Murray, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now here's Edwards. The 3. Pelicans pull it in. Matkovic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Down low, here's Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Reed with the block.
What a denial that time by Reed. Excellent body control on that block.
Here's DiVincenzo. Outside, Reed. From 11. Not gonna go. Pelicans trail by 7. Now Williamson. From deep. Not that time. It won't go. Minnesota's on 2 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Murray rips down the board. New Orleans has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. McDaniels pulls it down. Minnesota leading by 7. Edwards. Now DiVincenzo. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. And here is Murray. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
His game continuing to evolve, guys, and shots like this prove Murray is the real deal.
Hawkins against Edwards.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for 2, Anthony Edwards.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Talk about much in the clutch. Big trip to the line there.
And it's Murray penetrating. They set the pick. Clock at 6. McDaniels pulls it down. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. Now Reed.
On the inside, Reed's got a deep bag that he can go to. I mean, he's a hard guy to cover.
Second team foul. At the line for Minnesota. Reed. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game. And timeout called by Willie Green. He knows every possession is critical now. Bay against McDaniel. Now here's Bay. He's guarded closely. Williamson unloads from 9. Reed with the rebound.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Here's DiVincenzo. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now, our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.